Hi everyone, I'm Rockin Robin. Today I'm going to show you how to make burrito pie. Now this recipe was requested by my son. He loves burritos, and so I decided to, put this together for him. And I asked him what he wanted inside, and he said, well, what's typically in a burrito? So here we go. Let me tell you what's in it. We've got some ground beef, I've got some refried beans, some Spanish rice, tortillas, and a few other things I'll tell you about right after this. So let's go over our ingredients and get started. We're going to need some ground beef. I have over a pound here. And in this nice pot here, you'll notice that I have some Spanish rice. I made this, just made it from scratch. And I have a link for you right over here if you want to get that recipe. It's awesome. All right, and we'll need some, I have fire roasted tomatoes here that I've actually put in a blender. That's why they look a little more, it looks more like tomato sauce because my son doesn't like his tomatoes to be chunky. Here is some taco seasoning that I also have a recipe for, and I make in advance so that when I have a recipe like this, I can just add it right in. It really flavors things nicely. We have some diced onions. I have some grated mild cheddar cheese, some minced fresh garlic, and here I have a little bit of some canned salsa or jarred salsa. It just makes it a little easier when you want to put this thing together. And here I've got some diced green chilies, which my son also doesn't care for, but I think it really adds something to this dish. And here I'm using some canned refried beans, believe it or not making it from scratch today. Like I said, I want to get this nice and easy and quick for you to put it together. And we'll also need some flour tortillas, and that's it. All right, we're going to start off by frying up our hamburgers. So I'm going to go ahead and place this in my frying pan here, along with the onion. Now I'm going to go ahead and cook this until it's browned up, and then I'm going to drain the grease from the meat. Then I'll put my spices in. I don't want to do it beforehand because then they would get drained out as well. So we'll go ahead and fry this up and we'll show you the next step. So I finished cooking the ground beef, and you want to make sure that there's no pink left. And I went ahead and I drained out the grease. All right, so now I'm going to add my garlic to this, my minced garlic. And we're going to add our taco seasoning. I'm sprinkling it around to distribute it nice and easy. We don't want to just clump it all in one spot. And I'm going to put in my tomato, my salsa, and my green chilies. I'm going to go ahead and stir this up before I add the beans to this. And then we may have to add a little bit of water to make sure that our sauce or our taco seasoning gets fully incorporated. So now that I've got everything pretty well mixed together here, I got all the spices and everything combined, I'm going to add the beans. And I have my temperature on, I'm going to get it up to about medium, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 20 minutes. I want everything to, I just want all those flavors to come together and have a chance to. We're ready to put our casserole together. Our sauce here, our beans and our beef and all those things we put together on the stove have simmered for 20 minutes. It's looking really good, smelling wonderful. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I've got a nice, this is actually a bigger than a 9x13 Pyrex dish here. I went ahead and made a bigger one because it's gonna get eaten up pretty quick, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and start by layering. Just going to put a very thin layer of meat sauce in here, just to coat the bottom. That way the tortillas won't stick. And did I mention that we need to preheat our oven? I got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. Just like I said, a nice thin layer. And now we're going to add some tortillas. Now you can put these in any way that you want. I try to get them in there just to cover most of the area. They can overlap a little bit, that's fine. You can see here where I don't have any, and sometimes I like to cut them to just kind of fit that space. And if it overlaps, no big deal. So I'll just put a few pieces in there, and we're good to go. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put a layer of rice. Let's get this rice in here. Look at this beautiful rice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just put a thin layer all the way across. I'm not sure how many layers we're going to really get get in here, but we'll try and get a couple anyway. So a nice layer like that. And then we'll put some more sauce on top of that, and I'm just gonna kind of spread it across. Finish that there. And now our layer of cheese. We'll just put a nice little layer of cheese across the top. Makes it nice and cheesy and delicious. And then we're gonna try and repeat that layer again. This is a great dish to take to, you know, like a potluck. And then we'll finish up with sauce and cheese. We want to end with the cheese so that it looks really good. All right, so we've got our last layer on. Now, like I said, we're going to finish up with cheese. And I have a little bit of my meat sauce leftovers, and it makes a really nice, it makes a really good, nice dip. You know, just with some chips that you could put out as like an appetizer. And if you find that your dish is a little full, you might want to put a cookie sheet underneath it in case it bubbles over. But I think mine will be fine. I'm going to go ahead and put this in I'll check it in 20 minutes, but somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes at a 350-degree oven. So I'm going to go ahead and put my extra sauce here. We don't want anything to go to waste. And like I said, put it in an oven-proof dish. If you want to add a little rice to that, you could. Fill up our dish. And of course, we want to top it with some cheese. And I'm going to pop this in the oven as well. And like I said, it makes a nice little appetizer, little bean dip. All right, our casserole is done. Let me tell you, this thing weighs a lot. It's heavy. It's a substantial casserole, let me tell you. Anyway, so I took it out, and I'm going to let it cool here for just a minute, but I think I can cut into it. Before I take that out, I want to just show you my other one here, the little individual bean, I'll call it a bean dip. So I have it here in this little container. You can stick some chips around it, and people can enjoy that. It's a nice way to use up a little extra that doesn't fit in your casserole. Okay, so let's try and pull this out. Look at this. Beautiful, huh? Look at that. Ooh, still very, very hot. Now you can garnish this up with some sour cream, some guacamole would be nice, olives, a little more salsa on top, whatever you want, or you can eat it just like this. It is delicious just like it is. So everybody, thank you for watching today. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And leave me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button right up there, and you'll get notification of new videos when they come out. All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.